It may be August, but the spirit of Christmas is in full swing at a hospital in Spencer, Iowa. The Christmas in July event continued today for local kids hit hard by historic flooding at the end of June. KTIV's Ellen Ide has the story from Spencer.
Wonderful. Merry Christmas.
Holiday cheer poured through the halls at Spencer Hospital. It may be August, but after so much loss following the flooding, the team is on a mission to bring joy to families.
We knew that a lot of kids had lost a lot of things in the flood, and so we wanted to do something that was just good and brought joy to all the kids around the area. And so we came up with the idea, and the community has been so helpful, bringing in toys every single day.
When you walk through the doors, you're greeted with a friendly smile from Santa's elves, who guide kids through what feels like North Pole.
It's a whole experience. They come and get a sugar cookie, summer hot chocolate, which is chocolate milk. They get to pick out a little toy, a big toy, and then Santa, of course, is the highlight at the end of the event.
The kids were all smiles as they carefully chose the perfect toy. Some were able to replace an old favorite that was lost to the floodwaters. Others found something new to enjoy during the rest of a summer that has been anything but normal. Any child 15 and under is welcome to sign up. But Christmas in July has also helped the community heal too.
I've worked here 15 years. This has been the highlight of my career here. It's nice for kids to know that like Santa found us now, and he's going to find you wherever you land in December.
In Spencer, Iowa, Ellen Ide, KTIV News 4.
Now, if you're a Spencer resident and want to take part in the free Christmas in July event, there's one more session. It's this Saturday. To sign up, follow the link that's inside the story at KTIV.com.